One of this year's New Year's resolutions was to lose 30 pounds, and it's time that I get to work on that. I want to try to lose 30 pounds in 60 days. I went ahead and lost some weight a while back, and I know what the mechanics are. I understand how to do a diet that works for me to lose the kind of weight that I want to lose. But this time I wanted to kind of really work the numbers and work the process correctly and give myself a little bit of a challenge. See if I can lose those 30 pounds in 60 days. So 60 days is going to be a bit of a challenge, but I think I've got a formula that's going to make it happen. I've got a strategy that I think is going to make it happen. I'm going to build on what I learned from the past and see what we can achieve. Now, I was a great weight. My target weight, which is 30 pounds from now. My target weight is a great weight. I feel great at that weight. It's a nice like college weight. Feels good. Feel pretty solid at that weight. Feel nice and thin. I fit in my clothes really nicely. I've just gained weight over the last 5 to 7 years. So we've got 2 little kids now, and you're eating off of their plates whatever they don't finish, and there's a lot of snacking involved, and the kids are always asking for snacks, and daddy's always preparing the snacks, and I always take a little bit of the snack, and I like that stuff. I'm a fiend for chocolate and mocha coffees, which are very high in calories and sugars. So the goal and the idea is to knock that weight off. It's time. My kids are 6 and 4 now, so it's time for me to start bringing in some discipline and incorporating that into my diet. I'm going to feel a lot better if I drop off these 30 pounds. I know that I will feel a ton better because I'm going to be able to move a little bit easier with my kids. I noticed just before Christmas, I was sitting on the ground or sitting on the floor with my kids doing some stuff, and then I went to get up, and I was like, it's like trying to heave my way up, and I felt awkward doing that. It's not just age, it's weight, right? So you can bounce up at my age if you weigh the right amount, but if you're overweight, it's gonna have an effect. So anyway, the approach that I'm going to use is pretty simple. Obviously it's calorie restriction, right? So I'm going to restrict what I consume. I'm pretty fortunate because I really don't consume calories in a liquid form. I don't really have sodas. I don't drink alcohol, so I'm not going to worry about that. I pretty much just drink water. I don't drink juices or anything like that. I pretty much just have water and carbonated water. So my focus is going to be on food calories, right? The kind of food that I take. We eat 3 square meals a day around here. I can eliminate snacks in between. And what I've done is I've just basically decided that I'm going to use the foods that my wife prepares. And instead of making her modify what she's cooking, because she's a great cook, and I'm very grateful for that. She cooks far better than I do. But what I can do is calculate the number of calories in each one of those food items. So for like the protein, the meat, I can figure that out. I can figure out what the vegetable is, and then, the starch, just kind of basically eliminate that. I don't eat breads. I don't really eat a lot of pastas. We do eat rice, a lot of rice around here. And I love my rice, but it's not loving me. It's not doing me any favors. All the rice I've eaten is right down here in my belly at this point. I'm wearing it around my waist. So I want to get rid of that. And the way that I've approached this is I've picked out like the 5 or 10 most popular dishes that we have, calculated the number of calories in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to work through a spreadsheet, because I like a spreadsheet. I'm going to work through a spreadsheet, and I'm going to design that spreadsheet so that it tells me how many grams of a specific type of meat or vegetables I'm allowed to have to make up a meal of X number of calories. So if I need a meal that's like 350 or 380 calories, I know just how many grams of chicken and how many grams of broccoli I need. So I've been working on that spreadsheet now, and it's worked out quite well. I've got the 12 or 15 different food items that we normally eat, and I'm going to pick from those, and I'm able to combine that and slap that up on my spreadsheet, and it kind of tells me what I need to know. So I've got it over here. I'll make a video about this spreadsheet a little bit later on, but I've got my 3 basic meals on here already, and I've got a little snack in there if I can have it. What I've done is I've just eliminated rice. And I've put rice down in the lunch hour, but it's a very small amount. I'm trying to wean off of that because that's a tough one to quit. My breakfast is pretty stable, and I like the breakfast that I have. It gives me the right number of calories. It's got the right kind of protein and fat that I need. So that's the one that I like. I'm just going to keep stable. But for lunch and dinner, I'm able to manipulate the number of calories that I have. And why is it that I want to manipulate the number of calories that I have? Well, here's the reason. And here's why it's important to this kind of a goal. In the past, I maintained a very steady calorie intake every day. I think it was like 1,200 calories a day. And what I noticed is I dropped weight really fast at the beginning. But then it slowed down. And it took me longer and longer to lose a pound. So for each pound that I wanted to lose, it just took me a longer period of time. And it's easy to know why that happens. As you lose weight, your body needs fewer and fewer calories. And what you need to do is you need to drop the number of calories in your diet by the number of calories you need for that particular weight. So if I go from, let's say, 190 pounds down to 180 pounds, I need X fewer, or, I need like maybe 100 fewer calories to go forward to lose the same kind of weight at the same rate. I want to lose weight pretty fast. I want to lose weight at the rate of like 1 pound every 2 days. And so I need to maintain a very aggressive calorie deficit every day, and I need to adjust that every day. So the way I've got it structured, I'll show you that. The way I've got it structured is I just punch in my morning weight, and it kind of tells me how many calories I can have for that weight, and then I kind of figure out what I can have per meal going forward. So we're going to give this a try, see how it works, and I'll do a video on the spreadsheet, and I'll do a couple video updates and let you know what my progress is.